that's right. Yeah.
So I've got a question for the Don Michael Morleone. Just
give me a sec. I'll just go.
Okay.
How you going, guys? How can I help you?
Now, I've seen some of your work online, and I was wondering, what you're up to at the moment.
Well, currently, with wrestling, we don't work outside my state at the moment. There's a lot of guys who work interstate and overseas as well.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm just trying to work on my own, like how I do my thing, and improve it to get it to the point where I'm happy with it, but at the same time, there's always room for improvement. Next, on the 3rd of August, I'm representing myself for a group called EPW, State of Origin.
Right.
That's the next show coming up at Cyril Jackson Rec Centre in Bassendean, and currently they don't have a match yet, but there'll always be something for the Don to someone's butt to kick or something. There's always something for me to do. So
he's also the hardcore champion. You should probably
mention as well that I currently am the Explosive Pro Wrestling's hardcore champion. A championship I actually won in a match called a ladder match, where to win the match, basically they string the belt up about 30 feet in the air. You have to climb a ladder and pull the belt down while other guys trying to stop you from doing that. So
my goodness.
This is a height risk problem.
It's funny, the EPW commentator had to tell the Don about the championship as well.
It's my job.
Yeah, always on.
You should probably also explain what like a hardcore champion.
Sounds a bit sus otherwise.
Hardcore in wrestling. I don't know what it means in other things, but in wrestling it means you use a lot of weapons like chairs, and you put 3 people through tables. To an extent, some guys use staple guns and ladders and trash cans, sledgehammers, just whatever you need to do to get the victory, per se. Yeah. So
is this sort of like it sounds like a fight club or something with no rules? Is it something like that?
Wrestling itself, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's for the person to come in and see stuff happening, to get caught up in the whole thing and see the guys. There's a good guy, there's a bad guy, and then there's always hope, and then you always want the good guy to win. Sometimes they don't, so it's a big show. A lot of machismo and throwing guys around and stuff, and a little bit of comedy and stuff, but a lot of people, it is very serious as well, so people can take it very, very seriously. It's quite a popular sport.
And I think you injured yourself last year, didn't you? You ended up in hospital.
Before I won in trying to win the hardcore championship, I actually ended up going to hospital because I got a concussion. Ended up with 12 stitches in my hand because I split my hand open on a ladder, and then was knocked unconscious and lost a bit of blood. Nothing to the point where I was going to. But enough to be worried, and
that was really bad. Because I remember, because I was managing the Don at that time, so I came running out the curtain to see if he was okay, and I'm like, he's knocked himself out, so I'm going to have to go out there and sort of say, look, the match is over, you knocked yourself out, this is what happened. But instead it was like, I'm here, buddy, and like, he was out, he didn't know who I was, where he was, and then it's sort of like, I'm in character, sort of being like, he's knocked out, like, get the ambulance in.
It was like one of the only matches in EPW history which was stopped by the paramedics. Like the paramedics actually started running into the ring and were trying to, get the ref to stop the match because you were out.
That's it. I mean, with wrestling itself, you do tend to go past your point of comfort. You want to put that show on. You want to make it as good as you can, and then during that time, you almost, to an extent, you forget that you're a human being, and you have to be able to continue on what you're doing after. So, unfortunately, that was a match where it didn't really take my health into consideration. It was more about the show. I'm like, I've got to get it done. Cut my hand open, and I really should have stopped after that. And then we did a match where the guy ended up off the top of the ladder, did a move called a DDT, when you hook your arm around the guy's head and you drop him on the head. I was doing that to another guy, and as we were going down, he weighs about 130 kilos, and his knee landed with all the weight on my face. So that was a concussion that had me knocked, and that should have gone. I should have stopped then. Should have finished the match, but then didn't know when to pull the pin, and then my body decided that was it, and I had a bit of a seizure and stuff. But I'm okay now. It's all good. And had my head checked out, and I'm not, nothing serious. I had a few stitches, but I'm good.